Shoot, hang on.
Everybody good?
Yep, go ahead.
Josh, everybody knows it's coming. So when Antoine got back in the lineup, how do you feel like his presence has changed things for you on the field?
Well, honestly, I only played one game without him, and it was FAMU. So I feel like he takes away some of the pressure that some defenses may look at me, and he just adds another playmaker on the field. And I know he's gonna go get it when the ball's thrown to him. So having AG on the field is it's just a blessing having him on the other side because I know he's gonna make that play, and defense has got to stay true to him as well.
How different would you say you guys as a tandem, how different are you this year compared to last season?
Just more mature, definitely just more experienced. We understand our roles more. We already played against a lot of the teams we're playing against now, so we understand that defense is better. And then experience just comes with that as well. So I feel like just having a year under our belt and playing with each other, we have different chemistry. And I know certain things he's gonna do, and he knows certain things I'm gonna do. So just having that experience with each other helps.
And in conference play, you guys are averaging more yards per game, receiving yards per game than anybody else as a tandem again. If you're making an argument saying that you guys are the best, what would be your go-to? What would be your reason?
1-2 punch. I mean, honestly, there's nothing that I feel like we can't do as a tandem. I feel like we both can do every part of a football game, every part of a receiver's game. We can run routes, we can go deep, we can go get the ball, and we can go after the catch. So I feel like we're different in that aspect. And then he's tall. I'm a quicker, shorter guy. He's a tall, lanky speedster. So I feel like we've got to mix up, a change up of different identities, and that we're just versatile.
Josh, you came in with Elijah Green in the same recruiting class, and you're both from Georgia. I was wondering, what you see from him recently. Obviously stepped up against Duke with the 2 touchdowns. Can you tell us about Elijah and his kind of emergence?
Elijah's been a hard worker since he got here and since he was in high school. He's always one of the last guys on the field after practice. Me and him were just in the training room now, about 6 o'clock. Nobody else in there but Elijah Green in there, and I was right there next to him. So EG's been putting in the work, and he's never faltered, even though he didn't play much his freshman and sophomore year. And now late this year he didn't get his chance the last game, but he's always been ready, and he's always been there to work. So, I'd say I expected this because he's put the time in, and he stayed down until he came up. So, I'm proud of him, and I told him that during the Duke game. I was really proud of him about 5 times. So, just seeing him go out there and take advantage of his opportunity was just great, and hope he keeps it going.
Does he bring a little extra something in terms of speed to the running back room?
Yeah, he's actually real fast. I heard y'all ask Seth about it. He's actually really fast, so I feel like he's the fastest guy in the running back room. Okay. If I'm being honest. So just you'll see it if he breaks loose. He could go probably for 80 and he won't get caught.
So these guys are talking about you getting into Drake's ear before the game when he's right. What did you say? And how
before the last drive?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just telling him he's the greatest. You're the greatest. We got all our trust in you. We know that you're gonna make that play. So Coach Galloway was talking about it last week. Going in there with Drake, we know we got a great chance to win. In that last drive, I wouldn't want nobody else with the ball in their hands every play except him. So I was just telling him, go make that play because I know it's in you.
So I'm doing a story out of Charlotte on him, and what about him makes you so confident?
He's a great competitor. He's prepared for the moment, and he doesn't want to lose. And I know he's very confident in himself. He's going to take himself over anybody. So just being a competitor itself, I know that at the end of the day, it's a great possibility to win. He's a very talented quarterback. He's one of the best in the country. So just those few things put together, I know Drake is going to make the play. He showed it multiple times. I hope he keeps going too.
Josh, did you change that route on 4th down against Duke where you were able to get to separate? Obviously the game was on the line there. Did you ad lib on that at all? What did you do?
Yeah, it was an option route, and they had a double team, and I broke in, but I saw the other dude, and then I just broke back out because I was I can't just end the game on this, and the play was kind of called for me, so I knew he didn't really have any other options on that play, so I was like, I got to get open, and I just ad lib, just found a way to get open. So
So when you say option route, Drake is waiting for you to make your choice, basically?
Yeah, I mean, option route football just, you have a few different options, and yeah, he was just waiting to see which one I picked, and they double teamed me, so I had to make it a little bit up, be a little creative, so I ended up running that route.
Just the vocal aspect, like telling Drake he's the greatest before that drive and encouraging and lauding and telling him you're proud of him. Is that something new for this year? Is that something that you did a lot of last year in terms of on the sideline, between drives, that kind of thing?
I'd probably say yeah, more this year. Just being older, knowing that a lot of the guys are looking at me because I played last year and a little bit my freshman year. And so a lot of the guys we have playing now don't have much experience. So just encouraging them and telling them that they have it in them. They're going out there, they're on the field for a reason, can make big plays. I feel like just that little bit of encouragement may change someone's mindset before a game, before a play, and give them that little boost of confidence they needed. So I feel like it helped me sometimes when people tell me that. So I'm like, why not help this guy out?
Coach Longo said yesterday that having so much success throwing the ball in the middle of the field, and especially with the tight ends, has forced teams to sort of have to make some personnel adjustments at times that maybe they wouldn't have before. Have you found yourself being covered any differently at all because of the success of the tight ends and the fact that you guys are able to have so much success in the middle of the field?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Longo, he knows all the coverages, he watches all the tape, so he's seeing something that's changing. So I mean, it's got to be so. I definitely say I get a little more one-on-one opportunities now, and it just depends on who you play. But the tight ends are making big plays. I mean, every time it's thrown to them, it seems like they catch it and good things happen. So teams got to respect them as well. I mean, you can't just take one guy away because then you can have three other guys that make big plays as well. So I feel like just everybody's making the defense play honest by making plays when the ball comes their way.
And on top of that, Drake's ability to run, do you sense at times linebackers kind of freeze when you have the tight ends? They have to worry about a tight end, and they also have to worry about the fact that Drake can run and get big chunks. Do they get frozen sometimes with what they're doing?
I don't really be in the box for real, so I don't really know exactly what the linebackers do, but of course they got to respect the tight end and Drake running. So they definitely don't, sometimes they don't get as deep in their coverage drops, especially with play action. So I feel like they do get frozen a little bit maybe, but I feel like that'd be more of a question for Drake or one of the running backs.
Well, you watch film too, so.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm watching
color.
more secondary looks and stuff like that, but yeah, I feel you. I feel what you're saying.
Josh, coming off the bye, you got the 5 games left in the regular season. How do you think the team's approach is toward you're leading the Coastal, you're in the AP poll now? What do you think with all these good things that are happening? How do you think the mindset is? How does it need to be? Is the feeling where it needs to be? What's your assessment of just sort of the overall state of where you guys are and where you want to be?
We're just going in there every day to work, get better, and then try to win on Saturday, go 1-0 every week. I don't really want the guys and want anybody looking at we first in the coast, so we ranked 21, 22. I mean, right now, that's good and all, but we got 5 games that we got to win, mostly all of them, to even be in the ACC championship or win the coastal. So if we just skip forward 5 games and look ahead, we're going to end up overlooking people that got great talent like Pitt, Virginia, and teams coming up. So I feel like just taking week by week, winning the matchup in front of you is the main thing.
You guys good?
Yep. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.